you feel like you're becoming more confident in being that dependable performer after you've had all of these accolades, or does that success get measured in your mind in a different way?
Um, it's, I think the thing that can be difficult is there are so many players being rotated in and out. And sometimes you could be on like a really hot streak, like July, for example, right? I did New Japan, I won Owen Hart Cup, uh, I had that Athena match, and it just felt like all this momentum was shifting in this really high upward trajectory for me. And that was all very exciting. Um, but like my face was plastered all over the place for the whole month. And it's like, okay, this is Willow time, but like, okay, Statlander won the TBS title. We have to get her face in there. We have to get her in the mix. We've had our women's champion turnover probably 2 times since that, with Sheeta and now Saraya getting time. And so, as much as I feel like I am a part of the fold and I am definitely one of the I guess, mainstays at Collision and Ring of Honor, and I'm happy to be with the team part of that. I really like getting to see other women also kind of take the forefront. I was able to take part at All Out in the 0 Hour, and I feel like all the work that I have done since then has been same thing, consistent, dependable. I think as my opportunities and accolades increase, of course, that standard increases. So to answer your question, what consistency looks like should change and grow, because I can be doing exactly the same thing I was at the beginning of the year. And technically that's consistent, but it's not at this new standard that I set for myself. So yes, I put more pressure on myself, and hopefully I am knocking it out of the park whenever I get the opportunities.
It's kind of an interesting dynamic because you're talking about consistency, or you did at that time that you gave that answer, but then you also hear people talk about wrestling being cyclical or going in peaks and valleys. So it's like you had this attention in July and then somebody else is getting a little bit more, but like you, I would assume, want to be involved in Grand Slam. I believe you're from Long Island.
I am, yes. Okay, so ultimately, I think where I'm at is I want to be viewed as a legitimate contender for the championship, right? I've uh, proven that I can win championships, being the New Japan Strong inaugural women's champion, and then winning the Owen Hart Cup tournament this year. I've proven myself in the regards that I can uh, pull the trigger on something like this and walk out a winner and represent myself as a star. So now it's just finding my way into positions like that where the opportunities are there, and hopefully I could then cash in on them or capitalize. And I've already had a title match this year at Forbidden Door. Um, so the only thing to do is keep that up and hopefully make that happen. But I want to be a person who people see and are asking, why isn't she in the main event picture for the women? That is ultimately the question that I ask myself when I say, what aren't I doing? What do I need to do in terms of the growth and like not getting stagnant, but staying like consistently dependable? It's like, how do I go from just being dependable to being like that person?
Mhm.
Um, so I want people to see me that way, and I want me to see myself that way. Um, Especially for big shows like Grand Slam, where it's like, of course, I want to show out in front of my home audience. Yeah.